Hello, everybody. How to protect my kids from fake news. One question, two family men. We are happy man, happy home. My name's Craig Madden. Over there is Tom Cockrell. And this question's been asked by Frances. I can't say it properly. I'm so sorry. It's Francies. Francies. But thank you very much for the question. We appreciate it. Of course, we answer your questions. All you've got to do is leave them down in the comments, or you can DM us on Facebook, where you can find the links in our bio and our video description for this.
Yeah, 100%. And who are we exactly? Over there, it's the wonderful Craig Madden. I, myself, and Tom Cockrell. We are life coaches for men, the family men, building them up, supporting them, whether you're a husband, a father. Feel free to DM us with any sort of questions that you've got that you might want sort of answered, if that's, might be having a negative effect within your life, and we'll certainly get through to that. So thank you for leaving those lovely comments. And if at any point you enjoyed this video, then make sure you like it, sub it, love it.
What a great question, and I'm going to ask it to Tom. How to protect my kids from fake news?
First of all, let's look at how old your child is. How much responsibility do they have? If they're quite a younger child, you can use parental controls to stop them maybe going on TikTok so much, and monitor being a parent. At the end of the day, they're children, and you don't know what sort of algorithm they're getting up on their device. So be a parent, monitor exactly what they're watching, so you can sort of have some sort of control of it. That is just like the basic step of monitor them. If your child's getting a little bit older, but you don't really want to take their responsibilities away from them, then maybe educate them. Use your parenting and your elderly wisdom to educate about why this might be fake news. Yes, talk about what they're watching, explain to them why it's fake and what the damaging effects are from fake, but also maybe understand, what sort of fake news is it? Is it fake news? It might be a different on your perspective. Maybe you're not quite aware of something. It's just a sort of different ideology to what you have that you might be considered fake news. For instance, for example, let's just say political. What you say, you're always conservative, and your son wants to, or daughter wants to go Labour, and they sort of have their different opinions. So this again, like, what is fake news and what is just a difference from your opinion? So really open your mind, use it as a way to bond with your child, where you can have these like fun discussions. I mean, I've certainly done it with my kids, where we've had these discussions about opinions and beliefs and that, and it does open a great conversation. And at the end of the day, it's how we both grow from it, how we all grow from it at the end of the day. So yeah, so that's it. That would be my sort of number one advice. Monitor, and educate. Monitor and educate.
100%. Yeah, exactly that. And just remember, ladies and gentlemen, that kids' logic brain isn't fully developed until 25 years old. So emotional headlines that hit them hits harder. 82% of teen gets news from social media. That's a huge thing. That's a massive change for today. And only 1 in 4 of them can spot. This is obviously stats that's near 1 in 4 teenagers can spot fake news. And 60% of parents are the ones that share false news. So as Tom said, we've got 4 things that we need to break down here. We need to ask before reacting. Who's posted it? Why are they posting it? Do a bit of fact checking yourself. Model it. Let them see the fact check. What is the information behind? What's the other news sources saying? It's a very scary world at the moment, where fake news can be literally the headlines everywhere, and you have to really deep dive and burrow to find out what actually the news is. Explain it simply. Social media shows what keeps you watching, what's not true. So it wants you to watch things. It wants you to have that algorithm. It wants you to feed off your sort of time and energy. So again, just calm them down on that and talk about it together. As Tom said, turn headlines into teachable moments. I do believe that, of course, you're bringing up your kids. They are your kids. And as long as you're safely trying to bring them up in your values and your beliefs as a family, it is the right thing to do, of course, within reason. What I will say, though, and this is also important, is fake news comes from social media. Like we said, 82% of teens watch social media for their news. So what's another thing we can do? We can limit the exposure to social media itself. Give them time limits. Yes, believe it or not, parents, at this time and age in 2025, you can still give time limits and say, no more social media. You have to come off it now. Try and watch them a little bit, but also give them that freedom, the rope to actually take themselves and find out information for themselves. It's all about balance. It's giving them the time to find out information themselves without always coming from you. But please protect them and watch them. At the end of the day, that your kids that you're bringing up, regardless of what the school system says and what society says, they're your children to bring up. So remember, those 4 things I mentioned, and just exposure to limit exposure is very important. In summary, Tom.
You're Craig, absolutely fantastic 4 points there. And yeah, one that I completely forgot to mention as well is the time limits. We are, on my youngest child, I do have an app, that's, you can download for free, like for the parents out there, and it monitors how much time they're spending on it, and you can put time limits on each individual app. So say, you don't want to take their phone off them, they want to keep an alarm, etc., etc. You just want to ban TikTok, or you want to ban YouTube for a bit, but you don't mind them playing phone games, then you have that power
Mm.
within your hands to do so. So that is pretty much the gist of it. In summary, that's what you want to do. You want to monitor. You want to, be the parent, control it, or authoritize, authoritize, your fatherhood into sort of doing what is best for your children, but at the same time use it as an educational piece to sort of help develop the child, because that's how we grow as people. I mean, just by having them shut off from the world, they'll expose it as an adult, and at least as they're growing up, learning these things, it's a good way for them to develop in themselves. So thank you very much for Francis for that question. It's a bloody beautiful question. It is a bit of a quite a unique one that we've had to this channel. So thank you very much for sharing. Of course, if you do want your question answered back home, then please feel free to drop it in the YouTube comments down below. Or if you want to DM us privately on our Facebook links, which are located in the bio and on the description of this video, then please feel free to click on either of our names, ask the question saying, I want this answered, please, and we will get right down to it. So thank you very much for that one.
Exactly. And don't forget, if you want to watch future videos, don't forget to press the like button, subscription button, and hit that bell as well so you can see future releases of our videos. Not only that, we do music reactions as well. So if you're intrigued, like, oh, I'd like to see these two guys react to this, or maybe you've come from our music reactions, you can leave those down in the comments as well. And our Facebook links are above and below, above and above and below. So you can DM us. It's been great talking to you, and have a wonderful day.